Hey, what's up, fellow warriors? I want to make another video as I've been kind of embraced by the HS community and just really been so inspired by so many of the stories that I've heard. One of the things that I was just thinking about is a lot of times as we have flare-ups, because they're in areas on our body that people can't see. A lot of times, it's hard for you to really kind of get across the kind of pain that you're in, because people will look at you and they're like, well, you look fine to me, but you may have flare ups in your groin area or under your arms, or even right now, I have these flare ups in my scalp that are extremely painful. And a lot of times, because people can't really see them, they don't really understand. And so I was just thinking about this area on my thigh that I have where I had a huge flare up. And this was probably about 6 years ago when I originally started having issues on this thigh. And at that time, I was exercising regularly, running, 3 to 4 times a week, three and a half miles, each time, working out fairly regularly. And so, and I was taking Humira because I'd had a couple of surgeries on in my groin area and on my thighs in the previous 5 or 6 years. And so, I started to develop this flare up on my right thigh, and over a 3 or 4 month period, it got progressively worse. And I'll have some pictures to kind of show just how things progressed and when it was at its absolute worst. And so, at that, and as I was going through this, continued to go to work every day. Like I said, continue to exercise and just push through it. And I'm not saying that to try to tell anyone else how to manage their HS. I'm just telling you what my experience was. And, I probably should have done a better job of expressing what I was going through at that particular time. And so, just want to, get that point across that, just because, someone can't see, what it is that you're going through, doesn't make it any less real. And so, like I said, I'm going to have some pictures in here. I don't know if you can really see the scar now, but, that's what it looks like now. And so I noticed at that particular time, I have struggled really with my diet and eating junk food and a lot of sugar for all of my life. And so at that time, I was eating a lot of ice cream. I love ice cream. And I was eating ice cream probably 4 or 5 times a week, 2 to 3 bowls a day. And mind you, like I said, I'm working out, I'm running, but I had a horrible diet. And so decided to stop just eating ice cream. I took, which was the majority of the dairy in my diet probably at that time. And over about a 3 month period, the flare up, it dried up, and the tunnels and everything really stopped draining. And that area of the skin, it just scarred up, but didn't require surgery or anything like that. And at that time, I'm in my 50s, and that was the first time that I really experienced making a change in my diet impacting my flare-ups. And so, obviously, this is something that I wish I would have learned at a much younger age. And so, I do want to encourage everyone to look at your diet and look at what you're putting into your body, along with whatever medications you're taking, whatever exercise that you're able to do. That you take a look at everything. I wish someone had these conversations with me at a much younger age. Being 54 and having endured 13 surgeries, you know, and still dealing with flare ups. I'm looking for all the information I can to try to, fight this condition. And so, once again, so if you're fighting HS, I know it's painful and, sometimes it's just the struggle. It gets really, really hard. But, just know that, it's not in vain. And, sometimes just subtle changes to your diet or your stress level can make a huge difference. Like I said, with this flare up on my thigh, just removing ice cream, and I was eating an excessive amount of it, no doubt. But removing ice cream from my diet made a huge difference in this particular flare up. And so I just want you guys, pay attention to what it is that you're putting into your body as well. And so if you have HS or you know someone that has HS and this video resonates with you, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be bringing more videos, sharing more of my experiences with HS. Like I said, I'm dealing with this condition for, over close to 40 years. I never in my wildest dreams imagined that I would be able to connect with a community of people and maybe help someone with all of the trauma and struggles that I've been through with this condition. And so it's just a real blessing. And, I want to use this forum and my platform to spread this message. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back with some more videos.